Hi y'all, I'm here with a short project video. It's really easy and I thought it's going to be a lot of fun. What you need is a small loom. I'm using, like I often do, the inner circle of a Studio 12 flower loom. I just like that it gives me a good tube. If you have a wider spool loom, that will work. If you have, this one will work. It's going to give you a little bit bigger tube. If you have they make smaller looms than this. If you have a smaller one, that'll work. This one is, that I'm working with, is 2 inches in diameter. So that's sort of what you want to aim for. Your size of your loom will determine the size of your ornament. So we're making a little snowman ornament, and it's very simple. You're just going to loom knit a tube, and this one is approximately 3.5 inches long. It can be a little longer. It can be up to 4 inches, I think, probably would be fine. You're going to sew the one end together and leave a little bit at the top so we can stuff it with some fiber fill down in the tube. You don't want to stuff it super packed because we're going to need to tie his neck. So when you do that, and I just used the E-wrap. Everyone usually asks me what stitch I'm using, and I just used the E-wrap stitch. So when you get done doing it, just go around the top, draw to make like a drawstring. So you can roll it up. And I made this, like, I don't know, it was like 30 minutes. It wasn't long at all. I only think I had time to watch like one YouTube segment of something. So make a couple stitches at the top of your gather to secure it. Piece of white yarn that I'm going to tie around to make his neck. Tie it in a knot. I'm going to trim it, don't worry, we're going to cover that up with a scarf. Use craft button eyes that you can buy. They're for like making little teddy bears and stuff. They're made for like teddy bears and stuff like that. Eyes, or you can just do what I did. I'm just going to make a few black stitches. Sort of decide where you want the center of his face to be. And since you can't do a knot, oh, I have a cat visitor. Poopaws. In and out, do 2 eyes. I'm just going to do 2 stitches on each one there. Now for the nose, I just cut a triangle out of orange felt. Long skinny triangle, looks like a carrot, and I'm just going to sew it. You could probably glue it if you wanted to. I think you could probably glue it. By the way, this would be a really simple project if you're a beginner loom knitter. All right, now we have this little, you can always, if you don't like the way the carrot looks, you can always trim it down. Now for the hat, I just use the same loom, and I'm looming for, looks like 2.5 inches. Take that off the loom. Again, it has no cuff or anything. And I'm going to roll it a little bit so you can put it on his. Rolling it up makes it look like it has sort of like the brim, like a little top hat. And for the little scarf, I cut, it's about 1/8 of an inch by 7.5 inches piece of felt. You don't want the stiff felt like we used for the carrot. You want a very soft felt. I'm just going to cut some fringe here at the ends. Around, now he's got a scarf. For arms, I used half of a black pipe cleaner. So this would be an excellent ornament to hang on a tree if you have toddlers that destroy everything. Just leave off the pipe cleaner arms. Don't put those on there. But if you just had this, I mean, there's, you know, I would sew the hat onto the top, and probably make a stitch so the scarf can't come off. But other than that, I mean, be safe for a toddler. Just poke your little thing through there. Buy like little plastic candy canes or something. You could glue them on his hands, or the little felt Christmas stockings. You could do all kinds with it to make them look different. Do a black, on this one I just added a black loop on the top. And while you're doing that, you can also be sewing, you know, poke it through. You can sew his little hat onto his head at the same time. And you've managed to hook them all together at the same time. You could also use, I have like gold ones, you could always use those, or you could use white, whatever you want. But there they are, they're super cute, really easy. Said 30 minutes, you could do up a whole bunch of the little white tubes and the little black tubes really, and just throw them in a basket, and then you could go back and put them all together if you wanted to make a whole lot of them. That'd be cute as a gift, like put on gifts too for decoration. Real simple ornament to make, and I have a couple more videos coming for Loom Knitting. I'm trying to get these holiday ones in for you so you can make some quick gifts or quick ornaments. If you don't have a small loom, there's also this flexi loom. I keep forgetting to mention that, and it comes in pieces, and you literally build the loom that you want out of the pieces. I use that when I have a loom that I need of a strange size that I just can't find. Thank you for joining us today, and let me know in the comments how maybe you changed it up. What did you do different? I'd love to see. You can. The great thing is about the scarves, you could use all kinds of different fleece or flannel, and you can just really change the look. But thanks for joining us today. Bye.